Good evening, everyone, especially to you, Mom. Good evening. So, I am the first reporter in this chapter. I am Christian Completed, and today I will discuss about the market potentials in sales forecasting. So, before I start the discussion, let me first show you a graph. So, I will just put it here. So, as you can see here, the graph started with the overview and then followed by the definitions and the market potential. Then the next one is the method of estimating market and sales potentials, and then followed by sales forecasting, and lastly using forecast. So let's dive into the overview on this topic. So the key document that outsiders look first in evaluating a product plan is the PAL, the P&L statement. So in turn, the key element of the P&L is the top line revenue. So in other words, the revenue or sales forecast is the critical element in which the justification for a plan is built. So in this chapter, we describe methods for forecasting future sales or market share. Of course, other forecasts such as cost are required. And fortunately, most of methods described here, example, time series extrapolations, apply to other types of forecasts as well. So the terms potentials in forecasts are used in many contexts and are frequently confused. So we use the following definition, which is the first one, potential, secondly the forecast, and the quota. So now let's first define what is potential. So potential is defined as the maximum sales reasonably attainable under the given set of contribution within a specified period of time. So for example, what you might or could achieve. Then the next is the forecast. So it is the amount of the sales expected to be achieved under a set of conditions within a specified period of time. So for instance, what you probably will achieve. And then the next one is the quota. So it means a related concept. Quotas are typically set by senior managers and are what an individual in the company, for example, as a salesperson is expected to achieve. So like what you should achieve. So it is talk about achievement. Then the key difference between the concepts is that potential represents what could happen in a category if the product in questions had full distributions and heavy advertisings and promotions, and appealed to all the customers who could possibly purchase the product. So alternatively, forecasts represent expectation, which usually which is usually fall far behavior, fall far which usually fall far below the potential in a market. So both potentials and forecasts depend on a set of conditions. So these conditions can be divided into the four major categories of what customers do, what the firm does, what competitors do, and what occurs in the general environment and economy or culture. So Um, it is hard to estimate that the upper limit or maximums of sales. In addition, although um, managers may provide potential as a fixed number, so it is in fact dynamic and can change dramatically over time. So the key to understanding the point in the clause under a given set of conditions within a specified period of time. So in other words, market or sales potentials change depending on market factors such as average category, price, or general economic conditions. So what they are used for. So there are five major uses of potential estimates. So the first one, we have this: to make entry exit decisions. So potentials, so it means potentials, both market and sales are key numbers in the strategic decision of what markets to be in. Okay, so the next is to make resource level decisions. So here, one key aspect of allocation decisions relate to stage in the life cycle. So generally, um, firm, firms are more willing to allocate resources during growth phases, and of course, just because sales have plateaued does not mean they have reached. I mean, they have reached potential. So the the third one is to make locations and other resource allocations decisions. So both manufacturing plants and distribution facilities tend to located based on potential estimates as do retail stores So similarly, sales force efforts and advertising are often allocated across products or regions based on potentials, and that's it. So the next one is to set objectives and evaluate performance. So this is the fourth one. So it means that potential provides a standard to try to achieve. So when actual sales fall below potential, a key question is, why is there such a difference? So examining this often leads to changes in market strategy and programs. Okay, then the next is as an input to forecast. So this is the last one. So it is a major use of potentials in annual planning. Annual, I mean, it is potentials in annual planning as a basis for the sales forecast. So in this case, a forecast is viewed as the product of potential times the percent of potential expected to be achieved. And that's all for today.